So types of corrosion, types of electrochemical corrosion. Electrochemical corrosion. So various types of electrochemical corrosions take place in the following conditions. When two dissimilar metals or alloys are in contact with each other in the presence of conducting medium, either aqueous solution or moisture, when two dissimilar metals or alloys are in contact with each other in the presence of conducting medium, either aqueous solution or moisture, or separate anodic and cathodic areas between which the current flows the conducting medium. Wherever separate anodic and cathodic areas are there, but current is flowing through conducting medium. Or oxidation takes place at anode and reduction takes place at cathode. Due to this, electrochemical corrosion may occur. So, electrochemical corrosion types: galvanic corrosion or bimetallic corrosion, then concentration cell corrosion or differential erosion corrosion, differential aeration corrosion, then waterline corrosion. Like that, many types are there. First, we will discuss galvanic corrosion. Galvanic corrosion or bimetallic corrosion. Another name of galvanic corrosion is known as bimetallic corrosion. The galvanic cell is formed if two different metals are electrically connected and exposed to an electrolyte. Suppose example, zinc and copper. Zinc and copper. So in the galvanic series, zinc is on the top, I mean not exactly top, when compared to copper. Zinc is on the top, copper is on the bottom. So whenever two electrode potential different metals are electrically connected, and exposed to an electrolyte. At that time, galvanic cell is formed. As a result, the less noble metal, that is active or anodic metal, the metal having a lower value of standard reduction potential, are placed higher in the electrochemical series or galvanic series, get corroded. This type of corrosion is called as galvanic corrosion. Example, zinc copper, zinc silver, iron copper, etc. So see here in the galvanic series, so zinc is on the top, copper is in the bottom, lower side. So which are in bottom in the galvanic series, they are noble or cathodic. Which are in the top, they are anodic or active. Suppose zinc and copper, if we are taking, zinc is highly active, it undergoes corrosion. Other like that, iron and silver. Silver is in the bottom. Here I missed somewhere. So like that, cast iron, silver. So these are in top. They are highly active. They undergo easily corrosion. They undergo easily corrosion. So zinc copper, zinc silver, iron copper, like that. Zinc copper, galvanic cell. Suppose here zinc electrode potential is minus 0.76 volts with lower reduction potential. Then copper. Copper reduction potential, electrode potential is plus 0.34 volts. It acts as anode. and the electrons flow from anodic metal, zinc, to cathodic metal, copper. So here zinc is the anodic metal, copper is the cathodic metal. So here zinc is the anodic metal because it having lower reduction potential the top in the galvanic series. The anodic metal is corroded while cathodic metal remains protected. So this is galvanic corrosion. Zinc, less noble anode, act as anode. Copper is more noble, it act as cathode. So here copper is protected. Conducting solution is there. So in acidic solution, the corrosion occurs by evolution of hydrogen type here. Corrosion occurs evolution of hydrogen. Because here solution, conducting solution we are taking as a acidic solution. So at anode, zinc is less noble, highly active, anodic. So zinc releases 2 electrons, converting Zn2 plus. Oxidation occurs. At cathode, H plus ions take electrons and released hydrogen. So overall reaction is zinc plus 2 H plus ions, zinc metal and H plus ions gives rise to zinc 2 plus and released hydrogen. So suppose if neutral or slightly alkaline medium, the corrosion occurs by absorption of oxygen. So here same anodic reaction is same, zinc converted into Zn2 plus and releases electrons. At cathode, water and oxygen with electrons converted into hydroxide ion. Zinc plus water plus oxygen gives rise to zinc hydroxide. Example, steel screws in a brass marine hardware, then a steel propeller shaft in branch bearing, a steel pipe connected to copper plumbing. So all these are examples for galvanic corrosion. So in the galvanic corrosion, less noble metal act as anode, it undergoes corrosion, whereas the most noble metal remains protected. So how it will be controlled? Galvanic corrosion depends upon the following factors. Greater the potential difference between two metals, greater is the corrosion. If potential difference is greater, corrosion also greater. Suitable medium for corrosion. So we have to select suitable medium for corrosion. Surface area of the metal also we have to select it. Hence corrosion may be controlled by avoiding the suitable medium for corrosion, minimizing the potential difference of metal, that is avoiding the galvanic couples, by polishing the metals or painting the metals. We can control the galvanic corrosion. But galvanic couple means which having greater, potential difference, which having greater potential difference, they act as a galvanic cell. Suppose one metal is from the top of the galvanic cell, one metal is from the bottom of the galvanic cell. From them, there is a lot of potential difference is there. They act as a galvanic cell. But to prevent the galvanic corrosion, what we have to do? We have to use which having the minimum potential difference. By avoiding galvanic couples. So this is regarding galvanic corrosion. So galvanic corrosion also occurs if suppose solution is in acidic, evolution of hydrogen, or solution is neutral or basic, absorption of oxygen type of corrosion occurs.